Determined, charismatic, and intelligent, these pro-green individuals may be young, but they plan to make a big impact to the way environmental policies are formulated in the future. Priscilla Goh and Evelyn Ho are two of the 65 nominated members of the newly set up National Youth Assembly. The Assembly is a series of discussions and debates led by the youth with the aim of coming up with a feasible proposal that will eventually be taken into consideration by the government. To be a nominated member of the Assembly, you need to get the support of at least 20 other peers. Although the Assembly is still in its early stages, it has already attracted the support of hundreds of local youths via Facebook, its online website, and members who are signing up to be nominated. Priscilla Goh, who is a student and a big greenie at heart, has planted mangrove seed saplings at Sungai Buloh wetlands last year. She has also taken part in other environmental activities, such as a Solar City competition. And she plans to bring this enthusiasm with her as a member of the National Youth Assembly. You're the only member so far that's got all 20 supporters backing you up, as a member. How did you manage to get so much support?
Arm twisting and blackmail.
Arm twisting and blackmail, can you elaborate?
No, I decided to tell my friends that, hey, I have something big and important. Please help me.
What difference do you think that you can make in this organization?
This is Parliament, is a big thing. So obviously, we are going to present bills that may actually work. All the projects that I've done, maybe just beach cleaning, saving the environment, writing reports, they don't really get placed in action. So this I see as a real opportunity to really actually get something done. Main thing for me is that I focus between the environment and the economic situation. Yeah. And with the economic crisis, maybe the environment situation may be put on hold. Like, why don't I get more help for the in my economic situation instead of saving the environment? And I would like to find a balance between these two, because it's always a raging war between the environment and the economy. Like, which one to compromise on? Which one? How do we find the balance and the same ground? Yeah.
Okay. So what do you hope to achieve by joining in on this National Youth Assembly then?
Get my point of view heard, get bills passed, and really just fulfill my vision.
Fulfill your vision. Okay. Are you excited for the parliamentary debate that's going to be happening in August?
Definitely. Of course, this is the thing.
Now, Priscilla is an example of one who has long been involved in green efforts. But for Evelyn Ho, joining as a member of the Assembly is her first big step into the environmental scene.
Well, this is the first time that I'm joining such an environmental group that deals with the greenery and things like that. And what really attracted me to such a program was that I believe that environmental issues shouldn't be something that is merely discussed, but something that provides us a platform where we can effect change in. So I feel that for the NYA, actually it gives us a chance to interact and propose bills, and not only that, it also provides us a possibility that these bills might actually get through. And this is what draws me best to the NYA, because I feel that I want to do my part for the environment, and this part shouldn't just be talking about it, but also making things happen.
Evelyn shares with us some ways in which she enjoys the great outdoors and what really motivated her to lend a hand to the green cause.
Another thing that I'd like to share with you is that my love for nature, and that I feel that I've always been very close to nature. Back in my secondary school days, a group of friends and I embarked on a composting project, and we tried to produce compost using a composting bin. We collected various things like fallen leaves and fruit peels from the canteen vendors and added them to our pile of compost. While many people just dismiss such stuff off as waste, we are really glad to be able to make a purposeful thing out of all these supposedly waste things. I believe that if everyone does their part for the environment, many things can actually be saved, and we will not need to invest so much on things like fertilizers, and we can just make use of what we already have in our environment today. I particularly enjoy yoga in nature because it allows me to smell the breeze and also feel the sand and hear the sounds of wildlife. And I think these little things are the simplest things, but they are the things that I enjoy and value most in life, because this is just me. Well, as part of the NYA, I feel that the best I can do is to be an active member and also step out of what we have today and propose new things that effect change. For For example, in an area that I'm interested in, which would be biodiversity, would biodiversity really be that diverse probably 20 years down the road? If all of us today do not do anything, it's probably not going to be so. And with more than just raising awareness among people, I think what we can do is to have things like interactive field trips, or to make people feel and engage with the environment, and these are things that will make people want to effect change, and change is what we really need today. When I'm not doing my exams or when I'm not participating in NYA or my other CCAs, one thing I like to do is to play music. This is a chongran, it's a new instrument that I've taken up about 2 months ago, because after all, what's best to listen to music and sounds of nature, and composing our own music on our own and producing sounds that hopefully would complement what we have in our environment today. One thing I really want to fight for at the end of the day of this entire NYA course, and probably the other environmental programs that I would take up in future, would be for people to be willing to step forth and participate in such events, because I as one person can only do that much, but if I can inspire other people to do more, then this would make conservation efforts go a long way and also make them more sustainable in the future, because after all, what we need is not just one person to effect change, but also a whole community of people who are willing to help out this change.
And the change may come for the young people of the NYA, where they get to put together their final proposal during the 2-day Youth for Youth parliamentary session in August.